What up, though? What up, though, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Chopping It Up with Uncle Sean, the podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Sean, and I'm glad you decided to join me. There's a lot of entertainment choices out there, but if you decided to spend a little time with Uncle Sean and listen to what the hell he talking about tonight, then I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I want to tell people who this podcast is not for. Okay? Because I'm not tripping on nobody. This podcast is not for people who are sensitive. If you don't like profanity, it's not for you. If you can't take a joke about whatever, it's not for you. If your skin is thin and you're easily offended, this podcast is not for you. I don't care about your religion. I don't care about your sex. I don't care about your sexual orientation. I don't care about your race, creed, or color. I don't care about your politics. I'm going to talk about all that shit. And sometimes you ain't going to like what I'm going to say about it. And if you don't like it, keep it moving. You know? It seems like in this country, sometimes it's hard for people to just keep it moving when they don't like something. I don't have a problem keeping it moving. If I don't like something, I don't watch it, I don't listen to it. You know, I recommend everybody use that route rather than getting all upset and, calling folks and emailing and making, ignorant, stupid comments. Why waste your time doing that? Just move on. It's a million other things on the internet, television, and on your phone, tablet, or laptop, or whatever. So if you don't like something, you don't have to, get mad at it. You just move on. If it's not for you, let other people who may enjoy it. Nothing wrong with that, right? Right. The first thing I'd like to talk about this evening is, does this happen to anybody else where someone wants you to follow them in their vehicle and you're in your vehicle? Excuse me. They want you to follow them. And you say, okay. Now, obviously, if you're following them, most of the time, you don't know where you're going. And this person does, which is the reason why you're probably following them. Or even if you do know where you're going, why do they always drive like you're chasing them? I don't get it. You know I'm supposed to be following you. Why are you trying to lose me? What's wrong with people? I'm supposed to be following you. And you're driving like you just robbed the bank and you trying to make a getaway. And it's not just one time that this has happened. This happens almost every time I'm supposed to be following somebody. But yet, when I've had people supposed to be following me, I drive in a manner to where they can keep up. If I see that the light's turning yellow and they're not going to probably be able to make it, I slow down and get caught by the red light. I don't speed through the yellow light knowing full well that these people are behind you and they're going to get caught by the red light. And they're following you because you don't know where, because you know where because you know where you're going, but they don't know where you're going. Or You're all supposed to be going there together in a group. I don't know. Somebody explain that to me one day, please. Comment down below if you know why. If you're if you're a constant uh person who tells people to follow you and then you drive like a bat out of hell, explain to me why you do that. Is that fun or something, or do you not want the person to follow you? I don't get it. But I guarantee you, I'm not the only person that happens to. I bet that happens to a lot of people. If it happens to you, comment down below. Give me a little short one, let me know how it happened. Who did it to you? Relatives that you visited from out of town and they meet you somewhere to tell you, now you got GPS, so it's a little bit better now. But back in the day, man, come on. They know good and well you don't know where you're going. So if they lose you, you're gonna be lost. You know. And this is their city or town. So, they zipping through and hitting corners and stuff, and you don't know where you're going. You trying to keep up, but then again, you don't want to get a ticket. Yeah. But yeah, that right there, I was just thinking about that because I recently was following somebody and they was, you know, driving like they was trying to get away. I was like, all you have to do is say you don't want me to follow you or whatever. I'm doing you a favor, shoot, you know. But anyway, today on the podcast, I want to ask a question that came up in a conversation that I had with somebody. Okay, listen. You know how when let's say you haven't seen somebody in 10, 15, 20, maybe even 30 years, right? And your last interaction with them was unpleasant. Okay? Whether it was a homeboy where y'all used to be friends and y'all had a falling out, whether it was a girlfriend, a woman that you may have been seeing and y'all broke up real bad, whether it was on her end or your end, the last interaction was not good, whether it was a female friend, maybe two women, their last interaction was unpleasant. You're deciding not to be friends no more, or you're deciding not to be in a relationship no more. So your last interaction was unpleasant. Now I guess it could be not unpleasant, but let's just say for the sake of this argument right here, it's unpleasant. Now you haven't seen or thought about this person in eons, and you bump into this person out somewhere, and the person comes up to you trying to talk to you, attempting to hold a conversation with you, and you don't really want to talk to them because it's like I don't really want to. I don't have nothing to say to you, So you kind of, you know, keep it real short with them and move on. Then the next thing you know, you hear through a mutual friend that, oh, such and such must be still mad at me from way back. So now you're mad at them. Okay. Now, the person who I had this conversation with, they had bumped into someone and the person didn't want to engage with them, so they assumed that this person was still mad at them. And my thing was, no, the person's probably not mad at you after all this time. The person probably just don't want to talk to your ass. The last interaction you had was unpleasant. So even though it may have been years ago, while they may not be angry at you anymore or mad, you're not somebody who they feel the need to engage in pleasantries and pleasant conversation with. But because you're the one who wanted to engage in the conversation, you feel like they're mad at you. Oh, they're still mad. Oh, I really must have really got at, broke their heart, or I really must have hurt their feelings or whatever for them to still be mad at me after 20 years. He didn't want to talk to me. No, he didn't want to talk to you because he thinks nothing of you. More than likely, I doubt someone's mad at you from 20 years ago. I mean, it's nice that you think that highly of yourself. He might not even know who the hell you was. Really? It's hard for you to believe as that may be. It happens. I've had people come up to me talking to me. They obviously knew me, but for the life of me, I did not know who they were, and I just didn't have the wherewithal to ask them who the hell they were. So I just and okay, yeah, you know, good to see you. Don't know who the hell they were. And obviously, if it hadn't been that long to where I don't recognize you no more, I don't need to know. Really, I don't miss you. That's for certain. Shoot. Um, I'm the type of person, me personally, if my last interaction with you, let's say it was 30 years ago, if it was unpleasant, our last interaction was F you, F you. Well, I don't ever want to talk to you no more. I don't want to ever talk to you no more. Lose my number. I lost it. Click, or whatever. Then I'm probably not going to want to talk to you if I see you. Even 30 years later, I'm not mad at you. I just have no use for you. And I don't believe in being fake. I don't believe in sitting up talking about some how you doing. I don't give a damn how you doing. It's been 30 years or 20 or 10 or whatever it's been, and I ain't been talking to your ass, and I don't want to talk to you for whatever reason. But it ain't, I'm still mad at you. It's that we haven't been talking. I didn't miss that, obviously, because I didn't try to get in touch with you in 30 years. And our last interaction was unpleasant. Either you said F me or I said F you or whatever. Because if my last interaction with you wasn't unpleasant, then I might want to talk to you. If you're somebody who just faded off and, oh, whatever happened to such and such, We didn't have no argument. There was no harsh parting of the ways. All right. If I see you, yeah, I'm gonna shoot the shit with you for a minute or two, or not. Depends on how I feel. It might depend on what you looking like. And what I mean by that is you might be looking like Dusty or like like you down on your luck or something. Hey, look here. But as far as my last interaction with you being unpleasant, yeah, if I see you out and you come bounded up to me, hey, how you doing or whatever, good. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be with me. I'm good. No, you ain't. I'm not gonna ask you how you're doing because I don't give a flying fish sandwich. How you doing? I don't, and I don't believe in being fake. I don't care how your mama doing. I don't care how your children doing. I don't care about how none of y'all doing. And I ain't about to ask. And I ain't about to tell you how my people doing if you ask. They fine. Good. And it's not because I'm mad at you, it's because I don't fool with you no more. There's a reason for that. If I was mad at you, I'd cuss you out. or if you was a dude, I'd beat you up or fight you or something. If I'm still mad at you after 30 years or 20 years or 10 or even 5 or 3, I'm probably going to do something to you if I see you. If I'm still mad at you, but not talking to you, no, that don't mean somebody's mad at you. That means that they don't fool with you no more. They don't got time for you. They don't want to know how you're doing. They don't care about you no more. That's all that is. Don't, you know, I know some of y'all have delusions of grandeur and you want to go tell the story to your, oh yeah, I bumped into such and such. Yeah, I tried to talk to him. He's still mad at me. Yeah, girl. I must have really, yeah, I really did something to him. Yeah, maybe you did. But trust me, he ain't nobody thinking about your ass like that. Tell the truth, I'm the type of person, if I see somebody who I deem to be unpleasant from my past, if I see them first, they won't see me. I ain't even gonna have no awkward interaction if I see them first, cause I'm gonna move away. I'm gonna move around, and be like, oh shit, there goes such and such, and I'm gonna move away from them as much as possible. Now does that sound like a somebody doing something because they're mad? That's not mad. That's I don't fool with you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to bump into you and have to act like have to even act pleasant with you. Because believe it or not, if I said fuck you 30 years ago, it's still fuck you. If I said I don't want to never talk to your ass no more, then I still that means no more means forever. Shit. And that as long as we one of us is still living, that's still ever. Forever. Got or if you told me that, as far as I'm concerned, that's what it is. Because you can for damn sure know that if I remember that, oh, this person told me, don't you ever say shit else to me no more. I don't fuck with you no more. And that was the last time I talked to him. That's what it is. You don't have to worry about it no more. I will not. I don't want to find out nothing about you, no information. I don't give a damn. Straight up. And somebody come back and tell about me saying, oh, I heard you bumped into such and such, and they said you was still mad. I'm be like, did I cuss them out? Well, no, they didn't say you cussed them out. Then I ain't mad at them. Did I beat them up? Did I snatch their collar? Did I, you know, do a leg sweep or some shit on them? You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't mad at them then. You know, shit. And if I am mad at you, and the worst thing I do is not engage in conversation with you in pleasantries, then I think you won. Really. You still have someone mad at you for an extended amount of time, so you must have affected them in some way that makes you feel proud. And the person didn't do nothing to you. They didn't cuss you out, call you out your name, embarrass you out in public. You know. So you won. And you get to go tell your friends that such and such is still mad at me. Like this person came and told me. And I'm like, huh? I wouldn't count on that. It could have been that the person didn't want to be seen talking to your ass. You know? That could have been it. People be tripping. They be thinking, oh, you've affected somebody's life for 20 years, 30 years because you broke up with them or you parted ways with them. You broke off the friendship or whatever. I doubt it. I doubt it. Maybe. It's possible, but not probable. Because I think that if a person was still pining after you after 30 years, you probably would have had some kind of signs before you bumped into them. Or if they were still mad at you, they would probably, you know, if you knew somebody that you could tell that you bumped into them, then you would have heard them talking bad about you, all these years. Oh, such and such still mad at you. No, people just don't be thinking about you. That's all. I think that's 99% of the time. People just don't be thinking about you. You know, your importance has long since worn off. To them, they wondering why the hell, why is this coming up to me? you know, for what? I know you. If you remember me, then you remember our last interaction, and you said fuck me, and I said fuck you, and you said go to hell, and I went. Shit, or vice versa, or whatever. So there's no need for you to come up to ask or speak or do none of that shit. Really, to me, I think that's being kind of messy or starting some shit. Really, you trying to start some shit. But hey, I was just I was just thinking about that from a conversation I had with somebody a couple days ago, whatever. I just thought I'd get on here and chop it up with y'all about that, see what y'all think about that. You know, to me, people be tripping me out with the overimportance that they think they hold on people's life for years and years and years. Like, you think somebody really got energy to be mad at you for this long, yet look at you. Look at your situation. You think you had it going on back in the day. What happened now? Hmm. Okay. Hey, you got the guys of yesteryear mad at you. Okay. Good. Or you got the girls of yesteryear mad at you. I mean, for a guy, really, to tell the truth, the only way a woman's still mad at you after 20 years is if you put a baby on her. If you got her pregnant and didn't help raise the baby, and she had a hard time and all of that. But other than that, usually, shit, a woman get over your ass way quicker than you get over them. If you really like them, I'm gonna do a podcast about that. Who has a worse time, generally speaking, when two people who are in a committed or a loving, seemingly loving relationship break up? That may be a good one to explore, to think about. Well, y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long on this type of subject right here. This has been another episode of Chopping It Up with Uncle Sean, the podcast. Yeah. And I'd like to thank everybody who has watched the other episodes, who has liked it, and please share and comment. This has been Uncle Sean. I'm signing off. Y'all have a pleasant evening.